You guys know me. You know how much I love new super epics, how much I love new cycles, how much I love new monsters. And sure enough, they released these two jellyfish monsters, Gel Imuella and Gel Elanella. I'm calling them jellies. Obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but I do think these guys are going to be part of a new super epic cycle. And it's only a matter of time before we get the rest of them. I don't know how many there are going to be because normally there's like one of each element, but since they're all water, it's like kind of up in the air as to what the rest of the cycle is going to be. If there even going to be is going to be a rest of the cycle, I don't know. But we got one of them in the most recent island challenge, and we got one of them as a reward from a PvP season. And basically, how they work is they have Thloid, which means they're immune to everything. They also have death immunity, and they also have focus. So that's a lot of power coming straight from their passives, which is kind of exciting, you know, to see on a super epic. And then their whole shtick is every move that they have applies this, oh, what do they call it? Sigil to the enemy monsters. So these could be sun, moon, or star. And they have 3 skills. There's 2 of them, right? So all 2 of them, and I'm assuming the rest of the cycle, if there is a rest of the cycle, will work like this too, where they have 3 different sigil moves for sun, moon, and star. One of them depends on the opponent's the opponent's element. So I think it's like fire and holy is the star sigil, water and storm or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, storm, earth, and then shadow, water. So this first one, Gel Elanel, has the element sigils, and then Gel Imuella has sigils based on their immunities and the skills that they have. So it's like poison immunity or have poison skills, stun immunity or have stun skills, sleep immunity or have sleep skills. And then the goal is to get all of the enemies having the same sigil, and then you can use this, what's it called, Mora Astari skill that will instantly kill them and negate their revenge. It's a 68-second move, which is 80 seconds at no bonus, and then accelerated, it becomes like 54 seconds or something. So they could be kind of good, but the problem is getting all of the enemy monsters to have the same sigil. This video is titled, "The video ends when I get a kill with the jellies," because it's pretty tough at the moment with just 2 of them. So I lost a lot of battles. Granted, I was also just using a team of like a bunch of random monsters I threw in that I wanted to use. So there wasn't a lot of like good synergy in this team. There weren't a lot of great monsters. It's just people I wanted to use. But it was mostly focused on just this front line and getting the jellies to work. They're all really fast. They're all really easy to front line. Or really easy to +9, sorry. And then you can use them in the front line. And theoretically, when you have all 4 of them, you should be able to get all of the enemies with all the sigils that you need whenever. Here, I'm just ending a battle whenever I lose the 2 jellies, because that's the point of the video. So when the rest of them come out, we'll see how it goes. Was lucky to get the Kinslayer around the Geocosma. But I don't know how good they're going to be, because even as you're slowly killing through with the Mora whatever skill, like as soon as you kill a monster, you have to apply the same sigil to the next monster. And what are the chances that the monster coming in is going to have whatever stipulation you need to apply whatever sigil you need? So I think like what they might add for potential other sigil additions could be like this applies a star sigil to like angelic monsters, to rock monsters, to plant monsters, like use types. But then other than that, I don't know what else there is, because they've already done element and they've already done skills and immunities. So I guess it could do like, they could do an auto-made thing where it's like apply star sigil if this monster has a raw skill, apply whatever sigil if this monster has a link skill, things like that. So that's just some potential additions that we might see to the jelly cycle. But otherwise, I guess we're just rocking with 2, and just rocking with 2, I would not recommend it. They're just, because it's so dependent on what the enemy's playing, like it's just really hard to pull them off and to use them effectively, especially with just the 2 of them with such limited capabilities of using their sigils. Like this Wolfenrir is going to come in. And so I can use the stun revenge, or like, since he has a stun skill, I can use the stun sigil on him, except there I just lost the jelly. And I don't even know if that was the jelly that had the element one or the skill one. So basically, these guys are cool. And I tried and I tried and I tried to pull off Amora Ataris just so you guys could see what that skill is, what it does. So we're gonna keep on trying until it happens. The worms are actually kind of good for this because they all have poison immunity and stun immunity. So I just need to make sure that I can get the correct sigil on the third monster. But now that I've lost one of them, I have to go pretty quick. So like, yeah, since they're immune to stun, and since I already have the star sigil on Aura Dragon from the other jelly who put it on Aura Dragon because Aura's a holy monster, I'm like, okay, if I can get this sigil on the other two crystal worms, then maybe we should be okay, right? But then he feasts Flavis, who already had a sigil on him. So I go for Corellius, I guess, although I think Ader has Bloodthirst at this point. Yep, so I lose XYZ. Perpius can kill Anya, and Corellius and Ader are going to get turns before Jellimuela. So I decided to just kill Corellius. I'm like, look, I don't think this is going to work out. Kill Perpius with Tempest Annihilation. He's got a Malwing next in line. I stun pulse the Geocosma because he came in pretty slow. So I'm going to be able to Tempest Annihilate him. Although with that Malwing next in line, it might not have been the greatest idea to... Oh, no, I did that anyway, so that I could get the turn back from Xanacorn and then get another turn from the Geocosma rather than using Tempest Annihilation into the Malwing entrance, so Xanacorn wouldn't really get any value. But here, he's getting a ton of value, and I'm able to... What am I trying here? I look and I see like they all have temporary stun immunity, and I knew I was going to be able to get another turn on Chromera, and Viridis was just always going to be stun immune. So here I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I'm going to pull it off, I'm going to pull it off, I'm going to pull it off. And I just had to check to see like what the skill does. They immediately die if all the targets have the same sigil and it negates their revenge. So there we go. I did it. And then here we go. Use stun retribution on Moku because he's kind of the only one that can really do anything. Give turn back to Ryzen so I can times up Chromera and Saberzor. This Nultron comes in, and at this point, Aura Dragon has been alive the entire battle, so he's got a ton of worms. He's got this Penguinator here. He's got Nultron who can stun my Tremorgore, which means I then have to eat this Slayerbane All, which is super unfortunate. I was also using Gold Ice and Redybug because I wanted to. So I use the give turn on Missile Torment to try and knock back the Calamitis, but it doesn't work. I get the turn back and again try to knock back the Calamitis. Again, it doesn't work. He's got a bunch of 1 health worms, and if Calamitis is able to continually feast them and keep getting new worms, it's like, that's not going to be good for me. I've already used all my give turns, so I have to Transient Bash now, or like heal. I go for the shield on Missile Torment, but Calamitis can just Union Attack or what's it called? Crystallize, that's what it's called. I bring in Vivienne, who's was new as of recording this video. She's got, I don't know, I don't think she's as good when she's not awakened. Some mythics, you know, they are usable in second form. Vivienne, I don't know, she's all right in first form. Desperate Bite barely doesn't kill Vixiguard, but that puts him in execute range. Now, Nultron, I think, has the Bloodthirst. No, not yet. But I can, let's see, what can I do? Try to sleep Calamitis. It gets blocked. I kill Ader, which brings in another Ader. I can Slipstream, but it could get blocked. I decided to just kill Ader. Now, I just kill off the Geocosma. I know that, like, these clones have 1 health, so I might be able to, like, clean up, but it's looking not great for me. I get the sleep on Calamitis, which was kind of lucky, except as soon as he comes in, Moginator is just going to purify him. And at this point, Jellimuela can't really do anything. I mean, Solar Stoop like doesn't do enough damage for it to be helpful, so I'm really just kind of stalling time with the Luna skill. Now, Moginator comes in, and I forgot, like, this was a change that actually affected the game. Purifying Drop, now it's like a Pure Cure plus Purifying Mist. So if that had kept Sabergozor to hold ground, I would have been able to kill him there. And I was lucky to go around the Saberzor and kill Calamitis. But at this point, with the Malwing next in line, like, there's only so much I can do. This one was way closer than it should have been. I kept that Aura Dragon alive for the whole battle, but we lost our final jelly. Here, the last try, I said the video ends when I get a kill with the jellies, and I did. And I think this was another clip where I got it. I don't remember. Or maybe this was just a clip where I won the battle. I think that's what it was, is the last one was where I actually got a kill. I did a ton of matches that didn't work out. But yeah, I lost both the jellies. So that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Can't wait for the rest of them to come out. But I did win this battle. Thank you all so much for watching. Look forward to more jelly content soon. And I'll see you all in the next video.